Another movie I saw yesterday with my girl that was pretty good. It was called Super Intelligence. It's not too bad.
Superior Intelligence.
Yeah, it's with the girl from forgot something McCartney.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a funny movie. It's not too bad. It's a movie you don't really have to pay attention, and it's better than what I thought. I saw it as a corny movie, but I'm like, let me put it so me and my girl could find something to watch.
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't too bad. So I watched that. I've been watching a lot of TV shows. What else I've watched? I've been watching The Undoing. I'm almost to the last episode. That's on HBO. I started watching on Thanksgiving. Came on a show called Flight Attendant, which is not too bad with Kaylee Cuoco. Yeah. It's not too bad. She lives like the lifestyle I think that we would like to have. Like basically you're a flight attendant, you're flying, fucking wilding out.
Yeah.
She drinks, she has fun, she hooks up with guys. So it's like if a guy, it's kind of like a guy version, or it could be a girl version because that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But you want to travel the world, hook up with people, and you know people everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. Rosie Perez is in it. It's not too bad. I've been watching this other documentary. I've been watching a lot of stuff on HBO Max. It's called Middle the Beach.
The Mid Something Murder.
Yeah, the Middle Beach Murder. Or something.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. It's a documentary based on is a guy who started like a young kid, not
is
young.
He interviewing like his pops or something.
Yeah, so he's basically his mom got murdered.
Yeah.
So his mom got murdered, and he wants to know who did it.
Yeah.
So he interviews his father, who used to make mad money. So and then they got divorced. They had a falling out. So he was thinking maybe his father had something to do with it because his father was very manipulative and all that stuff.
Okay.
So while he's doing this, a lot of times he's interviewing. All of it has to do with family. He's finding out stuff about his moms that he never knew. His mom was involved in a lot of crazy shit.
Okay.
And he's like, what the fuck? So as he goes into the documentary, he's finding out stuff about his mom that he never knew. And then he starts finding out stuff about his aunts, his sister, and all this stuff. So right now, it seems like someone in the family knows about it or has something to do with it or something.
Yeah.
And the thing is that he's interviewing them and he's asking them like, yo, did you kill my mom? And so I can't tell so far.
Gotcha.
Because they all, if somebody did it from the family, they're all playing the part like, I didn't. But then they give clues that like, yo, I could snap. I hated your mom. So some shit. It's weird. So
gotcha.
It's interesting. I've been watching that. I watched another one called, I think it's called Dan Cooper. It was on HBO. It's based on a guy, another documentary. This is more like a movie. It's based on a guy. He's the first person to hijack a plane and nobody's ever caught him.
Damn.
And this is real life. This was, I think, in the 70s. And he hijacked the plane, I think, flying from like two close towns. I think Seattle to Portland or something like that. Or Portland to Seattle or something. And he hijacked this plane and they talk about it. But then as the show starts, you see people, because it's like kind of like a folk story. The FBI hasn't caught this guy. But then there's like about 4 or 5 people who say, yeah, I know who did it.
Yeah.
And they all have compelling stories. So some people say like, yo, it was my uncle who did it.
What the fuck?
I have proof. And they have their own story to it. And you're like, oh shit, sounds right. And then another person will say, I know who it is. And then they have their own version of it. And they all seem like they're all truthful, but you don't know who.
Oh, okay.
So it's interesting because FBI also have their theories. There's books on this guy. I think his name is Dan Cooper.
Was it based on that movie, Catch Me If You Can, with Leonardo DiCaprio?
I don't think so because that guy, did he hijack a plane?
Well, he faked that he was a pilot.
No, this guy literally got on a plane. It was a short flight. And back in the days, him, he just gave like a paper, kind of like if you rob a bank.
Okay.
And he said these are what he wanted. And he wanted 4 parachutes. And he wanted a certain amount of money. And that's what he requested. And he basically got it. And he jumped out of a plane somewhere. And then nobody knows where he's landed. And they found money of him miles away later on. But then they don't know if he was so smart that he did that on purpose.
Okay.
Like he's the only one that FBI never caught. That
Damn.
It took them probably like 40 years that they were like, yo, we're gonna close this case. We haven't found the guy. But as the years went on, people were saying like, yo, we know, who you're wanting. So like one lady, she was dating a guy, and then like some of the stuff fits his profile because they had like the old school sketch.
Mm-hmm.
So most of them fit. And there's like one lady, I was dating this guy, that was him. He told me on his deathbed that was it. But then the FBI has so many other people who came forward who said that they were him. But the 4 or 5 people they interviewed were very close. So like certain people, like I'm like, I think that's him. Like this lady has a lot of information. It seems true.
Yeah.
But then you see the next one. First you get little snippets and then they start adding more to it and you're like, fuck, like this one could be it. So
Got it.
It's pretty interesting. I saw that. I saw me and my girl watching one today. It's not too bad. It's actually like a cartoon Christmas, but it feels like a good Christmas one. It's called The Grinch or something. It's on Netflix. It's like the number 7. I think it's a cartoon.
It's an older one.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think I seen that.
It's a cartoon. I know this guy's in it. Keenan. He's the voice of one of the characters. You can tell by the voice. But it's a cartoon version. It seems pretty cool so far. So I'm like, I was telling my girl, I'm like, we haven't really watched a Christmas movie because I know there's Christmas Chronicles 1 and 2, I think, in Netflix.
Yes.
And there was another one that had a lot of black actors that I started watching with Forrest Whitaker. But that one is more like a musical.
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, it's cool though. Like when I watched it, the effects to it is smart the way they're doing it, but it's the musical part fucks me up.
Okay.
It goes fine and then they start all singing. You're like, oh, what the fuck is going on? I've been watching Saved by the Bell. I think I'm up to episode 5 or 6. It's not too bad. I mean, I like it. It's not Saved by the Bell.
The main girl's from Washington Heights.
The main girl,
Daisy
Haskiri, whatever her name. Her real name is Haskiri something Rodriguez or Velasquez.
She's from the Heights.
Oh, where?
I was like googling the cast, and she grew up in Washington Heights.
That's good.
And she's been doing her thing.
So yeah, she's in it. She's the main character, and then there's I like the Zach. The Zach acts like the old Zach.
The fake Zach. His name
The
is Mac.
fake Zach. He's fucking funny. He's funny. There's certain parts it's funny. I like it.
He's like an airhead.
Yeah, he's like an airhead, but yeah, a rich airhead.
Yeah. Then you got Jesse Spano's kid.
Jesse Spano. He's dumb,
but he looks like AC Slater.
He looks like AC Slater, and then you got like a fake Paris Hilton girl
who's a dude
in real life.
In the show, she's a transgender.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
And that's the same thing Baron told me.
Oh, shit.
Because she has a reality show in the show.
Oh.
There's cameras that get following her. She has a show on the E! channel.
Oh.
And I think she was a boy who became a girl.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't know that. So I've been watching that. Mandalorian. I'm caught up. So
that's been good.
I saw the latest episode this week.
Yeah.
Which is good. Dumb question. What does a Jedi mean? With
the Jedi is just like I don't want to call him a superhero, but it's just so Luke was a Jedi.
Yeah, I know.
He has the good force. Compared to a Sith, which was his father, like Darth Vader or Darth Maul or Kylo Ren. So Jedi's like they're the good side of the Force. They're like the good cops. They're like the heroes, if you want to call it that. That's what the Jedi is, basically. It depends on in the time period there's no more Jedis, but as you can see in the last episode, she's a fucking awesome Jedi. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the Siths who went to the dark side, and those are the badasses like Anakin, who became Darth Vader. Darth Maul, who had the double-sided sword that he was in episode 1. He was the one with the red face. Have you ever seen that? Episode 1 of Star Wars.
Oh, I think you meant this fucking
No. It's called episode 1, The Phantom Menace. There's a villain with a double-sided red sword.
I know you're talking about. I used to sell their toys in Amazon.
Yeah, so those are Sith. They're in the dark side compared to the Jedi, which are in the good side. That's the whole shit.
Got it. Nah, so I've been watching that. I also started watching the Queen Gambit. Is it called?
I think my girl watched that.
It's not too bad. I've watched the first, I think, 2 or 3 episodes. It's interesting. I'm trying to see where is it going.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad, but I can see why. It's a different story than when you think what it is, and I can see why it's always in the top. She's always in the top 10 for fucking Netflix. I think that's been pretty much it, man. I've been watching a lot more TV than anything.
Got it.
That's been pretty much it. There's another show I'm watching, but I can't think of the name right now. I think it's called Dark City or something like that. It's with Ryan Phillippe.
I don't even
It's
know.
a new show. It's based on...
Is it on Hulu or...
It's not on Hulu. I think it's on TV. I don't know what channel it's on. I don't know if it's on FX or one of those channels.
Okay.
Or USA or AMC.
Got it.
But it's pretty interesting. It's based on... So far, from what I know, it's one of those shows that the first episode, they kill off the main character. And you're like,
shit.
What the fuck?
That's Game of Thrones style.
Yeah, they killed, but I don't know, because I seen the trailers on the commercial, and it looks like this person is more in it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's one of those shows that you're watching. It's basically more on kind of kidnapping.
Okay.
It's like a good traque. It's like a person who drives trucks, but then kidnaps girls.
Shit.
Because I heard in a lot of truck stops, there's always hookers.
Yeah.
So I think he gets prostitutes, and that's because they don't have nobody's look. He'll ask them, "Do you have family?" No, this is. So that's how he gets them. But then it gets into way weirder, and then it gets into more people involved, and so far it seems like it's more like a trade. The reason the kidnapping, and it has a lot of moving things to it. So it's a good show. It's interesting. I'm thinking there's 3 episodes. I'm up to episode 2, but it's one of those shows you watch, you're like, holy shit, they flipped it on me. You think you know it, and like I said, they killed in the first episode, they killed the main character from what I know.
Got it.
But it's not too bad. But I think that's about it, man. Other than that, any parting words?
Nah, man. December 19th, we're having our second annual Christmas Ugly Sweater Party. We'll get more into details when the thing gets closer to it. And we'll talk about it. We'll have pictures for you guys to see.
That's in 2 weeks, bro.
No, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
The days are going quick. Hope you guys enjoyed the last few days of this nasty 2020. And thank you for listening to our podcast this
year. Continue listening. Like I said, people, any ideas you guys have or anything you guys want us to talk about, please let us know. Just thank you for sticking with us. We love you guys. And that's it, man. We out.
We out.
Peace.